Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me. If you haven't been here before, welcome to my channel. And if you have, well then, welcome back. If you haven't already, go on and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you've been here and you've watched like 2, 3, 4 videos already, what are you waiting for? And then if this is your first video, go on and subscribe so you know and you can see when I upload. And then go on and turn on notifications so you get notified and you don't miss an upload. And then go on and give this video a thumbs up because you know you're gonna like it already. Today's video, as you can see, is gonna be over this look right here, a pretty neutral eye, but then with like a little pop of color with the liner. But before we go into the eye look, I just want to give a little update. My last video was over this month's Boxy Premium and Boxycharm, and I don't remember which box it was. But in one of the boxes, I got the Benefit Professional Pore Primer. It's supposed to fill in pores, which it does. I've had problems with primers like this before. A long time ago, like when I was first starting to get into it, my primer that I used was the Makeup Forever primer, and it was in the light gray bottle, and it was like a squeezy tube like this, same consistency. It said like step 1 or whatever on it. And it did this, that primer did the same thing that this one is doing. My skin looked so good today. Like so good that I almost just came on here barefaced and did like a full-on look because it was so good. As soon as I put this primer on and then put on my foundation, I hated it. As soon as it happened, I just did not like it. I went on and kept my makeup the way it was because I wanted to get on here and just kind of give you all an update and let you see what it is doing. It did it a little bit in my BoxyCharm review video, but it wasn't, I didn't think it was the primer. I thought it was just my dry skin that was doing it because I had extremely dry skin. But I exfoliated really well 2 nights ago, and like I said, my skin's been looking so good. And it was so hydrated, so good looking this morning. There were no dry spots, no dry flakes, nothing. I put on this primer and it started pilling and it just started flaking. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Like, it's still doing that. It's picking up to my dry spots. It's just making my skin look so bad. My nose, I don't know if you can see it. It looked bad, and it was just grabbing things weird, and I think it's just this consistency of primer is just not gonna work for me. I don't know. I'm gonna try it maybe 1, 2 more times, different foundations. Maybe it's the foundation just didn't react well with it, but it started making my skin look kind of funky before putting the foundation on. So I kind of saved it a little with the Farsali setting spray. I gave my face a good spritz of that, and it kind of saved it, but as you can see, my forehead just looks so bad. That is horrible. If you have dry skin, this probably is not a good primer for you. It's not for me. I'm going to keep trying it, and I will update you as it goes, but not the biggest fan. But we will go on and get into this look. This look is just one that I thought would be kind of fun. You don't have to do the pop of liner. You don't. If you want to do a black wing liner, go for it. If you don't want to do a liner, go for it. But this is just a really simple, easy look that I came up with, and I thought I'd share it with you all. So we'll go on and get started. So the first look, the first color I went in with, I used the Honey by Colourpop Cosmetics palette, and the first color I went in with is Totally Buggin', which is this like light tan yellow color right there, and I went in with kind of a really long flat blender brush. It's a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH45, and I really just focused on going in light and building. I didn't want a super like dark shadow look today, so I just took that and then I put that in my upper crease, like brow bone, upper crease area, and just really focused on like making it like a round eye look today, and just very lightly keep that. The next shade I'm going to go in with is the dark brown of the palette. It's called Buzzkill right here, and I'm going in with an e.l.f. blending brush. It's a little bit more tightly packed, just not super packed. I wanted to go in with lightly packed brushes for this look. The lighter the packing of the brush, the lighter the color goes on. I'm just going to dip that in, and again, just build lightly. I'm not going to bring this color all the way to the inner corner. I want to focus it kind of like on the outer corner, the outer half, and then like slowly start to swipe it in, but don't go to the inner corner. I'm going to make circular motions on the outside. That way it blends in nicely with the light brownish yellow. Next, I'm going to be going in with the Lavish eye shading brush. This is one of them that I got in my boxycharm base box. Yes, my base box. And I'm just going to be going in with the light pale yellow called Stinger right here. And I'm going to be using this on my inner corner to where that brown starts. Just using this as my lid color, kind of keeping it really matte, really basic today. Not going in with any other color, just using whatever's left on the brush from the first color. I'm just going to go in and go right along where our last color and our first color meet, so that's all blended really nice. Just using this to blend, not really to add color. Okay, and then I'm just going to tap in twice to buzzkill, just barely getting any pigment, and just focusing right on that outer corner to make sure we didn't lose any when we put on Stinger. So there is that. For the under eye, I'm going in with the Lavish pencil brush, and I'm dipping into both Totally Buggin' and Buzzkill. And then I'm just going to smudge that right along that lower lash line. I don't want it super dark, but I want enough that you can see there's something there. And then there is the eyeshadow look. Super easy, super quick, 3 colors. And then for my inner corner and eyebrow bone, I'm going to go in with Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, her loose highlighter in Extra. And I'm going to be using a Dose of Colors brush that came in one of their palettes. And I'm just going to be going into the cap, and I use the pointed side for my inner corner. And then for my brow bone, I'm just going to use the flatter brush. There we go. Okay, so at this point you can stop, put on mascara, call it good, put on lash, call it good, or you can go on and follow along and do a colorful, fun liner. You can go in with a metallic. I chose to go in with the yellow, just keeping with the yellow theme, and I'm going to be going in with the cream gel color from Colourpop in the shade Punch. The brush I'm going to be using is the Milani brush. It's the one that's for eyebrows, but it's thin enough and stiff enough for me to be able to get a good line. This was my second time using this liner. The first time I did a more creative look with it, so I just used it like on my face, so it wasn't actually being used as a liner. It's kind of hard to use. It's very what do I want to say? It's not a very thick, stiff consistency. It's very like almost patchy when it goes on. You kind of have to build it, but if you build it too much, it starts to get clumpy, so you have to really like work with it. Okay, so I'm just going to be drawing. I don't want to pull on my eye too much because pulling in this area is not really good for the skin around your eye. I still do every once in a while because I forget, and it's just bad habit. Try to do it as best as you can with your eye as open as you can so you can kind of see where it's going to be going. I want to do a pretty thick, not super thick, but a pretty thick line. That way when my liner, not my liner, when my fake lashes are on, you're still able to see that yellow above it. And then there is the liner. I have found that with the cream colors, some of them go on really smooth and really nice, and then some of them go on a little chunkier. They're a little bit harder to work with. You have to kind of figure out if it's one you have to lay down a first really thin layer and then go in with a second layer, or kind of just work with it. I find that each color is a little bit different, but let's see if you can see kind of what I'm talking about. Like, it's just kind of a little lumpy looking. It's not super like chunky. There's just like lumps and bumps in it, if that makes any sense, or if there's even a difference between the two words. These lashes that I'm using today are new. Haven't used them before. I've just had them in my stash. They're the Eyeliner Exaggerate number 143, and I thought they'd be really comfortable. They looked kind of like ones I've used before. And at first, they weren't that comfortable. Now that my eye's used to it, it's fine. But the band was a lot stiffer. Even though I worked with it, it was stiffer. And it just kept its like super curl instead of like flattening to my eye at first. So it was a little uncomfortable at first, but now it's fine. But it does look really nice. It gives me nice like length. So pretty happy with them now that my eye has gotten used to it. But it is a little uncomfortable at first. So I'm going to go on off camera, do that, and then, oh wait! So totally forgot. So for liner, I went in with the Dirty Talk Colourpop Cream Gel Liner, just on my lower lash line. So I'll be doing that as well off camera. Okay, so I am back, and this is the final look. So I finished off with that gold in my waterline, and I put on my lashes and my mascara. So one thing you want to make sure to do before you put on your mascara is any of the yellow liner or colored liner that you put on, you kind of like pull gently, very gently. You don't want to be like yanking out your eyelashes. Just gently like pull it off. If it starts to hurt when you're pulling, stop. You do not want to pull on your lashes too hard. Your eye area is very delicate. But I just do that way it's not like already pre-lumpy when I go to put on my mascara, or it doesn't like mix into my mascara and it get all weird. Just go in with those clean lashes. That way I know that any eyeshadow that fell down on my lashes are also off. I kind of just clean my lashes beforehand and curl them and then put on my lashes. But then here is the final look. Super easy, super natural with a pop of that yellow liner, and then a super nudie kind of pink look with some pink spring-like blush, and this is it. I hope you all enjoyed this look, enjoyed this video, and go on and binge watch all my other videos, obviously. Go on and give this video a thumbs up because I know you liked it. Who wouldn't? And then go on and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like, what are you waiting for, really? And go on and follow me on all my other social medias. I'll leave them down below so you know where to find me, who to look for. I hope you all have a great night, a great day, wherever you are when you're watching this. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.